Lil Flip is a name that I made up. You know what I'm saying? Wesley is who I am. So I know how to separate the two. So at the end of the day, you can't take none of the material stuff or none of that with you. So, you know, I just know how to separate the two. One is a stage name, and one is my real name. Well, the first thing I say is business. Everybody else will say, oh, talent. You need talent first. You know, make sure you have your business in order. And then the second, which is really the most important thing to other people, but not me, but like your appearance. You know what I'm saying? The way you present yourself, you know, it's one thing being you. A lot of people are afraid to be them. You see what I'm saying? You can't, you know, rap about certain things and you actually not living that lifestyle. It's cool to dream big and to wish on stuff, but, you know, a lot of people, they so content with what they hear on the radio. Okay, they talking about Bentleys and this and that and that, but it's nothing wrong with being yourself, you know? And so, you know, just make sure your appearance is right. And third is just working at the craft, you know, taking it serious. Just like a lot of actors, they have a problem when like musicians decide, okay, just because I do videos, I want to be an actor. Some people actually don't care about the craft. So there's a lot of people that just rap because they say it's a hustle. I'm just trying to get out of the streets, man. They don't know how to count bars. They can't tell you how to work Pro Tools. They can't tell you what a bridge is, a hook is, a popper stopper is. They can't tell you how to sequence no beats, quantize. They probably would think that's some food or something, you know? So that's the main three things.
Hey you guys, and welcome to Real Talk Radio with your girl Valencia King right here on KKVI 89.9 FM. I am here with underground legend himself. Lil Flip is definitely in the house at the Dock Bookshop. How are you today?
I'm blessed. We just had a great turnout for the book signing. Don't let the music industry fool you. So make sure y'all come out to the Dock Bookshop. You'll be able to get copies of my book. Mean Mug got his book, you know, so we just working.
Now, of course, the title is self-explanatory, but what is the main thing you want people to take away from Don't Let the Music Industry Fool You?
The main thing, which I feel is the most important thing, is being able to speak for yourself.
Okay.
You know, it's cool to have a manager, a publicist, and all that, but at the end of the day, if you know how to talk for yourself, because at the end of the day, you know what you'll accept. You know, you might have somebody go talk to a program director or a record label for you, and they might have in their mind, hey man, I want $2 million or I'm not doing a deal, because the more money you make, they make.
Exactly.
But they might mess the deal up. But if you go talk for yourself and you tell the people, you know what, just give me $1 million, like the deal might go through. So, you know, a lot of times people are greedy and lazy. So I value being able to talk for yourself.
Now, at what point in your career was that a necessary factor for you? Because someone asked you today here, what is the number one thing an artist should do before getting in the industry? And you kind of broke down the top 3 things. So when did you have that decision made up in your mind?
After I started, throughout my whole career, because I learn something every day, but mainly when a person books a show and they tell you, oh, the concert is X amount of dollars, and then you go to the show and you find out it's more, that raises your eyebrow. Like, okay, wait a minute. If I talk for myself, then I can weed out the snakes. So, but through my whole career, I just learned, like, the more you talk for yourself, things are a lot more smoother, because miscommunication, you know, it's like the telephone game. You might tell somebody to tell somebody something, but when they tell them, by the time we get back, it's going to be a whole different thing.
Miscommunication is definitely a factor you don't want to deal with. So I applaud you and applaud you for letting everybody else know that talking for yourself is definitely one of the things you have to do in this industry and in life in general.
So can you just kind of speak a little bit about your thoughts on just the significance of the bookstore for the people, just so that they can get an understanding of the legacy of books? Because really, honestly, this is going to outlive you. You know what I'm saying? This is a legacy that you're leaving, and future generations that you have not even met yet will read this book. So this is the significance of books and bookstores. I really don't think a lot of people quite understand the depth of it. And I just commend you for actually understanding that and putting and leaving a legacy.
Like me personally, I never like to read like a lot of books. Like I read a lot of books in school, but I read a lot of information. You know, like Because there's so much going on in the world, and for me to stay in tune and be able to write music, you know, I need to know what's going on in the world outside. A lot of people, they only care about what's going on in their hood. And that's cool to care about that, but the world is bigger than your hood. You know what I'm saying? And until you leave your hood and you, like, it's places that I read in books as a kid. Like, when I used to see places like Europe and Germany and London and France and Japan, like just seeing them in the book and on the globe, at that time, it just seemed like it was pretty much impossible to even go. It was just like, I ain't never gonna be in Asia, or, you know what I mean? Like, it was just on the map. And so for me to finally grow up and be able to travel to these places and actually see these monuments and the statues and buildings that you see on postcards, you know, it just made me expand. So I didn't really like reading books or whatever, but the significance of books, you learn a lot through the books. And like 48 Laws of Power, I read that book. I read The Art of War. I read Behold the Pale White Horse. You know, I put it like this, I don't read a lot of books, but I've read the ones that I know, you know, let me get that information that I need, because I learned a lot of stuff. So, you know, whether you get your information, just like I was talking to Mima earlier about, like, the Rolling Stone magazine, like, and I was talking to Ag, you know what I'm saying, Fo about it too, about me. Like, a lot of people, when they get the Rolling Stone magazine, they just think it's just about music. But every issue of the Rolling Stone, like, right before the very end, it talks about, like, political stuff that's going on. And I learned more out the back of the Rolling Stone book than I done learned out from any other book within the last 10 years. So when I'm in the airport, you know, I know I'll be in first class. I know some of the, you know, white people look at me like, why this guy got a Rolling Stone? Because, yeah, I'm reading the stuff you don't want me to know.
I've got to know, your fans obviously stay with you throughout your entire career. What do they have to look forward to in the music world?
Right now we're promoting the book, Don't Let the Music Industry Fool You. It's on Amazon, iTunes. For the people that don't like to read, we got the audio book. We got the book soundtrack on iTunes as well. The cartoon is coming soon. The Clover G La Familia compilation is coming, Death Before Dishonor. I got a dub step album coming. It's called the Dub Hop album. It's half dub step, half hip hop, with me and Critchy Critch. We got Big J coming, Street Action, D Rich. Man, I got so much stuff going. I don't stop. I don't stop working. But those are the main things that I'm promoting now, is the book. So if you're trying to get in the music game, or you wonder about the music game, it's a handbook. And even you can apply a lot of these steps to your life and on a daily basis and be successful, and no matter what your business is.
I love it. I love it. Main thing here today, we are promoting this book. Do not let the music industry fool you. Now, it's Real Talk Radio, so I've got to ask a real talk question for you, Lil Flip. You're having your hands in different pots. You're doing different things with the book, the audio book, Clover G. It's just nonstop, like you said. So you're kind of like a superhero in the music world. But if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Fly.
Fly.
Yeah, Superman, man. I want to be Superman. I love Batman because I wear black every day, you know, but I want to fly. I mean, I fly now. I'm fly now, and I fly now, but
yes.
Just flying is, I don't know. I think that's just dope to be able to fly.
I would have to agree. Most definitely, you guys, right here with the one and only Lil Flip. The book is already out. If you haven't gotten it, you need to get your hands on it. Like you said, wanting to get in the music industry, wanting to better your life in general, you have to talk for yourself, and do not let the music industry fool you, guys. Right here for Real Talk Radio, KKVI, it's Valencia King, Lil Flip.
Yep.